Hello, my name is Michael, and today I will be talking to you about internet safety and why you should think before you click. Thinking before you click is vital in protecting yourself from attacks that could be otherwise prevented from you not clicking on a suspicious email, link, file, or download. Within the last year, about 2,200 cyber attacks happened per day. About 15 billion spam emails get sent across the internet each day. With one unsuspecting click, your personal information, login credentials, your accounts, and financial information may be at risk of a bad actor trying to steal them. Many think that they will never be targeted or attacked, but this is not the case. If you do not watch what you click, the chances of a cyber incident against you are high. The image on this slide is an envelope with a hook on it. This is portraying phishing emails. Phishing emails are a very common attack method that tries to get you to click on a malicious email that was sent to you. When you do click on attachments within the email, the sender is trying to steal any information about you. Therefore, thinking before you click is so crucial. With the rise of personal computers, as well as the internet as a whole, cyber attackers have a large target base of users to attack. With 92% of US households owning at least one computer, the amount of people that have access to the internet in the US alone is large. Can you think of one person you know who does not use a computer? Smartphones count as a computer as they access the internet and perform similar tasks as a PC can do. I bet you cannot think of at least one person you know who does not use a computer at all. This means that we are all potential victims of cyber attacks. Another problem is that more and more children are using the internet. That kids usually do not have enough knowledge of computers and the internet, it makes them very vulnerable to attacks. This is because they do not know the risks that the internet poses, and usually they tend to click on just about anything, which can lead to malware being installed at the low end, and on the higher end, this could lead to problematic situations with falling for attacks that do more damage. It is urged by professionals that parents teach their kids about internet safety so attacks can be prevented before they begin. Have you ever accidentally installed malware or a virus on your computer? Have you ever clicked on a link before to find that has led you to something you were not expecting? Now this is quite common nowadays, and cybercrime poses a risk to everyone who uses a computer. Cybercrime is a big challenge for businesses and home users of computers, as it is predicted that cybercrime will cost the world $10.5 trillion by 2025. This is a big problem as mass emails are being sent trying to lure you into clicking on malicious links that will cause you harm. For example, we have all heard or seen the Nigerian prince phishing email. As crazy as it might seem, thousands of unsuspecting people have fallen victim to this scam, outing them large sums of money. This challenge of internet safety will never end as cyber criminals will never quit. Unfortunately, it is very easy for anyone to fall victim to attacks. Cyber criminals are getting craftier with their attacks, and it is up to you, the user, to prevent yourself from falling into an attack. If you haphazardly click and download everything you see on the internet, your chances of being attacked are high. Using common sense and thinking before you click will prevent yourself from being in the hands of a bad actor trying to gain sensitive information, your personal files, money, or to ruin your computer as a whole. So, how do you know if you're walking into an attack? Before I get into detail about why you should really care about what you click, with only one click, all hell can break loose, depending on what you clicked on. To solve this problem, you, the user, needs to always be thinking of the future and the worst possible case that could happen. I will be giving you the knowledge and to know the telltale signs that you are being targeted in an attack and the dire consequences of clicking every link you come across. Now, as we all know, the internet is quite censored, but this does not mean that the internet is safe. When using the internet, you are never 100% secure. If you do not protect your computer properly when online, you will have a greater chance of being attacked over the internet. People online are actively trying to cause harm to as many people as they can. An example of this is that as of 2020, 1 in 6,000 emails contained malicious URLs leading to download sites and installing ransomware on your computer. I will now be talking about how the act of thinking before you click will protect you. So with phishing emails, the main objective of the attacker is to get you to click on a link, download an image, or direct you to a phishing website. This is commonly known as social engineering or hacking humans. You have to be very careful when receiving an email from someone you do not know, asking you to do any task mentioned. Phishing websites look like legitimate websites, but are mainly used to steal credentials. If you believe you are on the real website, but you're not, and click login after you input your username and password, you just sent the attacker your login. Pirated software websites for applications, movies, music, and so on are known to house malware within what you download. If you download an application with malware and click to install it on your computer, you will be unknowingly installing malware onto your computer. That these sites are so notoriously known for malware hidden within what you intend to download, you should not go to or download from these sites. With anything that gets downloaded onto your computer, it could be laced with ransomware. One click of running a program could install hidden ransomware that will lock your computer and files until you pay the ransom or completely start over. Even if you always think before you click, there's still a problem. The unknown. This is an issue because you usually do not know if a legitimate website has been compromised until it is too late. As said before, you are not 100% secure and safe when using the internet, and you should always be cautious when browsing the web. Now, there are many consequences of not thinking before you click. The main one is that malware will be installed onto your computer. Now, with antivirus software, this is really no big issue if caught right away, but different types of malware do different things. This can include spyware or keyloggers, which spy on your activity and log your keystrokes from your keyboard. This, among other things, can cause your personal information to be stolen, your identity to be stolen, drained bank accounts, leaking of personal information, leaking of your passwords and information about your computer, and even the other devices that are connected onto your network. Now, you might not think any of this could happen to you, but with one bad click, anything could happen. Another note is that may not be talked about is that the psychological impact of cyber attacks on humans. If any of the outcomes happen to you, it will lead you to have anxiety, stressing about the situation, worries about knowing that your personal information is on the internet or that someone you do not know has your personal information. I will now be talking about an example of not thinking before you click and what the outcome could be. For this example, I will pretend that I got a phishing email that I thought was from a legitimate person. I click on the attachment or follow the link that was sent in the email. Unknowingly to me, malware gets downloaded onto my computer, and I do not think of running a malware scan. Let's say the malware was a Trojan or a keylogger. With an active Trojan secretly running on your computer, the attacker will be able to have full access of your computer. Say, the next day you log into your bank to pay a bill. Well, now the attacker can see that you went to your bank and knows your banking credentials because you signed into it. Now, this is very problematic, as you do not even know that someone else knows your account details. Once the attacker gains access to your banking account, they will be able to transfer all of your money into their own account. And unfortunately, you will not know of this until it is too late, where the bank will be calling you about suspicious activity on your account. And depending on the situation, your chances of getting your money back are slim to none, unless somehow the attacker gets caught. Now, all of this could be prevented if you would have thought before you clicked and took a closer look at the actual email to catch that it was a trap. Staying secure and safe online is crucial. We are not safe online pertaining to our privacy and what we do. It is imperative that you think before you click next time you use your computer and for the rest of time. If you do not think before you click and fall into a trap, there will be harsh consequences, such as the example that I gave. I hope that you've gained the knowledge about the dangers of not thinking before you click and will change your habits when you use your computer to better protect yourself from harm. Now for the first question of what to do after clicking on a malicious link, first you want to run a malware scan, or download an antivirus software if you have not already. Next, you want to assess the situation and do research on what to do to recover from said attack. This may be changing passwords, requesting new credit card numbers, and so on. If you believe that sensitive information was stolen, you want to contact local authorities to report the attack and put holds on all of your sensitive accounts, such as your bank account. Now for the second question, the elderly are most targeted by scams. For children, they usually just click on about anything. To help them protect themselves, you will need to spread awareness about thinking before you click to them. It will be a great idea to send them web articles talking about computers and internet safety, as well as the most common attacks that they could receive, such as phishing emails, where one may believe that is a legitimate email.